Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Let me know if you guys can see me, if you guys can hear me. Guys. Nope, you guys can hear me. Give me 2 seconds. So, last week, Todd Chrisley, he did put up a podcast, but he was not on it. It was his wife Julie and Nanny Faye. Todd, I guess he was maybe busy. I don't know, but Julie did the podcast and Nanny Faye. And of course, Julie is way too classy to talk about any of this garbage. Guess I'm not. But she never really talks about stuff like this. Like Julie, she never really comments that much on like the problems that Todd has with Lindsay. She never talks about like their legal issues that well. She just she keeps it classy. So last week when it was just her and Nanny Faye, she didn't talk about it. This week Todd is back on the podcast, and yes, they discuss it. Now, what I did, I listen to the podcast each week now. What I did though was I listened to it up until the point where he starts talking about KJ, and I decided I wanted to hold off on listening to it altogether until I listen to it live with you guys. That way it could literally be like a first reaction type of situation. I have a few notices though, a few public service announcements. One, I am so sleepy. I'm so tired. You guys, I cannot even tell y'all how much I've been working on this channel. So I've really been working my butt off. I recorded 5 videos today, but was not able to get them all edited and uploaded. I got 2 edited, and 1 is uploading. I just completed editing the second one right before we went on the live, and I have 3 more to edit after I get off or in the morning before Kennedy wakes up. So I'm tired. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's been going on in my life after we discuss the Todd Chrisley thing. I will talk just a little bit before we listen to it, because normally we listen to it and like sometime into it, people will come in and say, "Can you play it again?" Which that never bothers me. I don't mind playing it again, but we will talk about a few things first. Julius, hey, Jay Rowe, hey, Jeanette, hey, Kat, hey, Lisa, hey, Jen, hey, Monica, Karina. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. It's been a minute since I've seen you here, Kelly. Well, no, actually, Kelly, you were just here the other day, my last live. I am so lying because I remember I talked about Sonny, and I remember saying that the last time I saw Sonny was when I was texting you. So yeah, you were here last time. My mind's crazy. I couldn't even begin to tell you guys. If you are watching on a replay, there will be a timestamp in the description box where you can skip to just the Todd Chrisley situation. Yes, well, no. Deshaun, I saw the article, but I did not get a chance to read it. I went ahead and recorded all my videos, and I was done recording by like 2. And then I started editing, but when the kids got home, I was trying to edit in between here and there. So I did go to the Ashley just a second ago because I usually check like in the afternoons as well. And I did see something about it, but I did not get a chance to read it. So that will be tomorrow's video, I'm sure. Yes, I'm so tired, you guys. Also, I want to say this video is for entertainment purposes only. Do not take anything that I state as facts. Please do your own research to form your own opinion. By listening to Todd Chrisley's podcast and talking about the situation, I'm not saying that I believe Todd Chrisley will sue Katie and that he will win. It seems like he's going to sue her. He has stated multiple times that he's going to sue her, confirming again today on Twitter that he is going to sue her. But it does not mean that I believe he's going to win. Just because I'm talking about a situation, it does not mean that I believe things will happen the way that other people may want them to happen. I am just covering it. Yes, sir. Here, try this one. I knew that was gonna happen. You guys give me just a second. This light has a short in it. I really got to get me some new lights. Love you, buddy. Go to bed. It's your bedtime. So, put it out there. I'm going to put it out there. I have covered Todd Chrisley in the past. My job is I cover reality TV news and gossip. Okay. My job is I cover reality TV news and gossip. I have covered Todd Chrisley in the past. So when I see comments like, why are you talking about this? It's not uncommon for me to cover Todd Chrisley. And yes, me and Katie, we have our personal issues. Is that another reason why I cover it? Yeah, sure. Of course. I covered the Tati Westbrook thing. So yes, I'm covering it. I'm talking about it. Each week when a podcast comes out, we listen to it, we discuss it. You guys love it. I love it. It is what it is. This is my job. And it just so happens that another creator that I have had problems with, is getting sued again by another famous person. Before it was Tati, now it's Todd. It's going to be talked about. Katie is a public person. She has a YouTube channel with almost 180,000 subs. So she's going to be talked about if she likes it or not. Same way as me, I am talked about it. I am talked about regardless of if I like it or not. It is what it is. I will try to put my personal feelings aside. I decided like 2 weeks ago that I'm going to try to not be so personal with it, because I do have that personal situation there between me and her. I'm really going to try to just keep it on more of a professional level when talking about the situation, right? Yes, meow now. KJ would cover me all day long if the tables were turned. She did multiple times. She did cover me even when I asked her repeatedly to stop. Is what it is, So we're going to give it a few more minutes, and then we will listen to Todd's podcast. Before that, he did tweet this morning. So I woke up this morning and someone had reached out to me and said something about Mary Brown from Sister Wives, like saying something to KJ, like going off on KJ or addressing KJ in some form or fashion. Now, as far as I can remember, I know that Katie covers Sister Wives, the Brown family. And it's been a long time since I've watched her cover them, but I've seen things on Twitter about people saying things about how she covers them. It's my understanding that she says some not so nice things about them, right? So I'm assuming if Mary Brown did address her, then it was probably in regards to maybe some of the things that Katie has said about her that was not so nice. Mary Brown, I watch her Fridays with friends every once in a while, or Fun Friday, Friend Friday. Every once in a while, I watch it, right? She is a very nice person. Very sweet. So for Mary Brown to come at you, I mean, you don't made, Virgin Mary mad almost, because Mary seems like a very sweet person. So I did hear that. I went to watch her latest IG, but ended up not getting through it. I actually sat on the couch. It was like 7:00 this morning. Sat on the couch and ended up falling asleep. So don't know what was said, but Todd Chrisley tweeted this morning and he mentioned Mary. So there's that. We're going to look at his tweets, because once again, he does say basically that he's suing Katie. Let's look at it. Oh, okay, so, okay. This morning no. Last night, actually. I missed that. Oh, okay. So KJ done a video on Mary yesterday where she dogged her, and Mary said, and Mary said that without what she doesn't know nothing. Huh? Oh, KJ says Mary is upset with her, except KJ knows not one iota about Mary's mood. So KJ said that Mary has been sad fishing this entire show to get people to buy her clothes. Okay. Well, KJ has her opinions, and sometimes they're a little silly, you know. So last night he said it's official. The race is on, and litigations begin with KJ and Without a Crystal Ball. Her attorney has been notified. Her attorney has been noticed, and my suit is being drafted as we speak. I hope this answers everyone's questions. We'll send copies, Miri. So, and then there were some comments left under it. You know, I'm not really going to post all the comments because I don't want people to get any. I mean, they're there on Twitter, they're public, but I don't want anybody to watch my video and go and like try to send hate to anyone that commented. But there is that. Someone asked, what is sad fishing? So sad fishing is when you get on your YouTube channel or your Instagram or wherever, and you talk about like, oh, my life is so terrible. This and this and this happened to me. It's been going so bad. I'm getting attacked. I'm getting bullied. I'm being harassed. For 2 years, I've been harassed. And then so people will send you money, basically. Or some creators, what will happen when they've got like a lot of like craziness going on, like where like an older video comes out where they say something like really egregious or like terrible, they'll get on their channel and they'll start talking about how like sick they've been or like how sick their children is, in order to like deflect. You know, people will either sad fish to deflect from what's really going on, or they will sad fish for money. So that's what sad fishing is. Aaron said, I'm so stupid. I read his tweet fast and thought he wrote mercy. Let me read that. It's official. The race is on and litigation begins with KJ and Without a Crystal Ball. Her attorney has been noticed and my suit is being drafted as we speak. I hope this answers everyone's questions. We'll send copies. Mercy. Yeah, would make sense. So, yes, I love that channel. If anybody has not checked out the channel Without a Crystal Ball, here it is right here. You guys check this out. WOACB versus WOACB. It is a YouTube channel. It is a YouTube channel that just come out, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago maybe, and they already have like over 500 subs, I do believe. Because what this channel does, Katie cannot say anything about this channel. What the channel does is they'll take a video of Katie right here. It will be where Katie says stuff like, I don't drink. Our neighbors don't like us because we don't drink. And then it'll show, and beside it, it'll be another video right here, like on still shot. So it'll be her saying this one thing, and then it'll pause this video, and then it'll play this video where she's like drinking. Each video is literally KJ versus KJ. It's literally where she's saying one thing, and then it pauses this video, and she says the exact opposite. You know, honestly, I wish Katie would like just watch those videos, and then maybe she could see why people question her and why people feel like maybe she's a hypocrite or she's a liar. People didn't just pull this out their butts. People just didn't decide to say, you know what, that YouTuber Katie, I'm just going to start saying she's a liar. I'm just going to start saying that she's a hypocrite. Just because, you know, I'm not a mean person, but for no reason, I'm just going to talk crap about this one YouTuber. I wish Katie would really see that, and maybe she would really understand, but she's not. She may watch it, but I don't think she will understand. Like, I think it'll make her mad. She'll act like, oh, that's not in the correct context. It's just one piece. Before that, I said something different, whatever. The word of the day is self-awareness. Exactly. It is a great comparison, yeah, to showcase her hypocrisy. 1,000%. You were short one drinking. I was probably short about 10 drinkings. So yeah, check the channel out. If I knew they would not strike me, I would actually play like one of the videos just to give you guys an idea. I'm actually going to show you guys the channel. I'm not going to play any of the videos because I don't want to get a strike by them, but I will.
How long you been seeing him?
Calm down. I will show you guys the channel. That way you guys can find it. Okay, so here it is right here. Hold on one second. Hey, Brandy. All right, so they actually just put one up like 5 hours ago, and I have not watched this one, but I've watched all the other ones. So this one is about her hair loss, where literally Back in 2020, Katie said that she lost her hair due to stress. And she was actually blaming me for it. Even people on Twitter remember that at one point, Katie said that all the stress from the problems between me and her caused her to lose her hair. So in one video, she's saying due to stress, she lost her hair, that she has very, very thin hair. And then in the next one, she's actually saying how she has thick hair and that she lost her hair due to COVID, like a year later or something. I don't know. This one is about her, the flag situation, I think, and about her being bisexual. Let's see. Oh, wow. They already have over 1,000 subscribers. That is amazing. Oh, no. This one is the pride flag where she like shows the flag. She literally shows the flag where it's like whipping in the wind on the post, but it's like messed up due to the weather. And she says, like, the weather has like ruined the flag. And then later on in this video, the other video, she says that like her neighbors ruined the flag. This one is Katie on sensory issues, where she literally says, I'll never eat in front of anybody. I hate to eat in front of or I'll never eat in front of you guys. I can't stand for people to eat in front of me. I have sensory issues, so I never want to see anybody eat. I hate ASMR videos because I just cannot stand to eat. She even talks about how she ate dinner in her office because she cannot stand to hear the way Todd eats, right? And then, she's munching down on food later on. So it literally just shows her hypocrisy. I wish they had more videos. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 videos, and they have over 1,000 subscribers. So you guys check this video out, or the channel out. It is just honestly, whoever came up with that idea, it was the best idea ever. And if I could play at least one of the videos just to give you guys an idea, I would, but I don't want to get in trouble. Literally, you guys, do you want me to send them to you if you know them? Oh, yeah. Yes. Kira, if you have that, yes, please send that to me. I'm going to give you my email. If you have the Miri recordings, please send them to me so I can make a video about that. I would love for you to do that. Thank you so much. Yes. I mean, technically, if I played it and I commentated on it and I paused it and commentated on it, then I would be okay. But I would honestly rather talk to whoever's behind the account and get permission. Because here's the thing: when you get a strike, then you got to fight it, and I don't want to have any bad blood with this creator. So I just go check it out. Trust me, it's literally the best thing since sliced bread. I'm not even lying. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to listen to Todd's new podcast. It is, what number is it? 153. We have 340 people in the chat. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up button yet, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Where is... 2 seconds. 2 seconds. There we go. All right. Yes, you guys could definitely do that. I don't think they would strike you. Have your mods drop their link and give them credit. They probably wouldn't. They probably wouldn't, but I'm still scared. This channel has really become like a big source of income for my family, especially with like Sean just finished school. He just took his test the other day. We're waiting on the results. He was on unemployment while he was going to school. Also, he was getting paid to go to school. Now that he's done, losing that unemployment, losing that. Thank you so much. Thank you. So that's why I'm working so hard. Like we have, 6 kids, dance line, football, Christmas coming up. So I'm putting in the work, but I really don't want to risk getting my channel in any trouble. So I will try to reach out to the person. And if they say it's okay on the next live, we can play one or two and discuss it. But definitely want you guys to go check it out. Can you put a link for, yes, I will do. Oh, there's little thingies in here. Where is it? Where is the link for that? I'm just going to try this. Copy. Let's see if this one works. She found, we didn't find it. She'd actually turned it in and forgot. So, Shayna, you asked what happened with my daughter in the demerit issue. She actually found, she did not find it. Crazy. I texted the lady and was like, hey, can you see if she like turned it in by chance? Because it is nowhere here and I really don't want her to get a demerit. So the teacher checked and she's like, actually, yeah, I have it. She turned it in. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. So yeah. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into it. I actually messaged the account, or I left a comment on one of the videos and I was like, you should do the pride flag one next. Like that would be a really good video. And she commented back and said, working on that one. And then right after that, she came out with the pride video. The pride video is like a huge one for me because, Paris's necklace that she lost, dance necklace that she lost. Candy's like, the necklace? You guys like my new necklace? I got one of my really good friends sent me a necklace. How cute is that? It's bling blinging off the light. But I felt like Katie claims to be an advocate, for the LGBTQ community. So I feel like when you claim to be an advocate and then you lie over like someone damaging your flag, your pride flag, I don't know, that just says a lot to me, so yeah, that's one of the ones that I actually feel like people should absolutely watch. So yeah, it seems like I'm probably going to be doing a video about Miri tomorrow, about whatever Miri said to KJ. I've not seen it yet, but someone emailed it to me, so be on the lookout for that tomorrow. Evelina, I don't even know. I do one thing wrong and I'm going down. Other channels, whatever. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to listen to it. It is titled Net Worth, the Met Gala, and something else. I don't see the rest of it. But on this one, his daughter, Savannah, is on with him. Julia's not there. Savannah is on with him. So I'm going to actually play it where he talks about his net worth. I'm going to start it there. And the reason why is because I talked about this before. The fact that like online, it says his net worth is negative $5 million. So I was like, how is that possible? Like, how is this man in the negative? And the only thing that I could think of is like due to the bankruptcy, it shows him in the negative. But he signed like a huge contract with, I think, E for this most recent season or whatever. I think, according to what I understand, Lindsay Chrisley told the DOR that the contract was like $75 million, something like crazy, right? So I'm like, there's no way he can be negative $5 million. Did not make sense to me. So he does address that in this podcast. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to go into him talking about KJ. Yes, Miri from Sister Wives addressed Katie, apparently. I did see that. We're going to talk about that as well, Jamie. Katie saying that someone called the cops on her. We'll talk about that as well. So let's get into it, you guys.
Now, we were talking about tabloids because, we get talked about all the time. I mean, our name is used for clickbait all the time, every day. And, these morons out here, they'll put Todd Chrisley's net worth negative $5 million. I mean, am I working for free?
Apparently.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's the craziest thing in the world. Then there was one that came out the other day that you're worth 500,000. At least. Now we know that the article was planted, but I don't care.
I don't give a crap what people think I'm worth, what they think I have.
Exactly.
I don't care because, yes, like we like to live a certain way, but at the end of the day, life's not all about money.
And it's not all about stuff.
No, it's not.
But, these articles that they write, which I think it was Us Weekly that wrote that article, and then they claim that their source was Celebrity Net Worth. Now, folks, let me explain this to you. How does anyone know what's in someone's bank account? How does Celebrity Net Worth know what I'm paid to be on the show? How does Celebrity Net Worth know what my wife and my family own in real estate around the country? How do they know that? They don't. It's not public record. It's not available for you to see. So, but yet they put this stuff out there and it's laughable. I mean, how do you attribute someone's net worth when you don't even know what they have? It's the craziest thing. And then you've broken up today and tomorrow you're planning your wedding.
Yeah.
And
That's what, you cannot believe anything that you
No,
read, which is why I keep more stuff to myself than putting it on social media because
well, you have said, you did an interview with Entertainment Tonight to where you said that when you were asked about your relationship with Nick, that, your relationship is something that's private for you, that you feel that you share everything else in your life and you don't feel the need to share that.
Yeah, 100%. And I just don't feel, and the biggest thing is people are like, oh, well, you signed up for this.
No, you didn't sign up to tell everybody your personal business. No, you didn't. You're just a nosy bitch who wants to know everybody's personal business. But we don't owe you that.
What he just said.
And, speaking of nosy bitches, we can talk about Katie Joy now.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, folks, everyone that listens to this podcast know.
I love how Savannah said, when he said, speaking of nosy, Bitches, we're going to talk about Katie Joy now. I love how Savannah, who was like 22 or 3, said, oh my God, like she's even over the girl. She's like, really? This girl again? Really? I love that. Thank you so much, Carla, for the super sticker. Thank you.
That this vile human being who makes up nothing but lies, again, for clickbait. She does it for clickbait because, she's trying to make a living, and I don't fault people for trying to make a living. But, I mean, the things that this woman makes up and the lies that she tells are just crazy. But now I guess she's going after this woman. She's going after someone else, and it's on that, Sister Wives or something. And so Katie Joy posts, because now she wants sympathy, folks. She doesn't understand why people call some agency, I guess Child Protective Services or something, on her all the time. She doesn't understand why the police come to her house all the time. She doesn't understand why people dislike her so much. She doesn't understand why people on Twitter are so mean to her. Let me let you in on a secret, Katie. People don't like nasty, vile, ugly people. People don't like people who find comfort in other people's misery. People just don't like you because you don't like yourself. Because if you liked yourself, you would not be attacking everyone on social media. From your living room, by the way, which has a bad sofa and bad throw pillows and looks ratchet.
What?
But regardless of that, and I'm doing better than you, and I'm negative $5 million. Remember that. But with that being said, she's now crying, saying, Mary Brown's fans are currently encouraging her to sue me. They're falsely claiming that I'm being sued by multiple people. Katie, honey, learn to count. Multiple is anything past 1. You are being sued by multiple people. There are 2 women that are currently getting ready to file defamation suits against you that your attorney reached out to their attorney trying to get them to settle with you for an NDA, and you would never talk about them again. That's not going to happen. They're not going to do that.
What?
They're suing you for defamation. Yes, I know. I've got the inside track. What? Unlike Katie, I do have the inside track. And you are going to be sued by those 2 people. And you're already being sued by a guy named Steve. That's 3. And the mother of all lawsuits is getting ready to land on your attorney Graham's desk by my attorneys, who I retained in Minnesota to come after you for multiple claims of defamation.
Wow.
So now this means that in this lawsuit, folks, we get to request tax returns. We get to request bank accounts. We get to request and subpoena YouTube for how much she's made off of YouTube. We get to compare that to how much she has shown on her taxes.
Shut up.
We get to put everything that comes from this lawsuit. Keep in mind, folks, Katie claims that she gets everything she reports about me from public record, or the video that she did saying she'd been on the phone with Lindsay Chrisley Campbell for all day, where she was giving her all this information about me and the rest of the family. And she was just trying to figure out, it was so much, she was trying to figure out how she was going to organize her thoughts and get the information to you. Now, folks, remember, we're in the midst of depositions with this whole Georgia Department of Revenue stuff right now. So we've now had successfully 4 depositions. One of those depositions is my oldest daughter, Lindsay, who I understand does not wish for me to refer to her as that, so I'll refer to her as Lindsay. Lindsay has now been deposed, and in Lindsay's deposition, the question was asked, did you ever share personal information about your father, Todd Chrisley, or the rest of the family with Katie Joy Paulson? No, I did not. Now, folks, here's the issue. That was either a lie or Katie Joy Paulson lied. Either way, we're going to find out who the person was that lied. And that's going to be found out in deposition and through the subpoenaing of records. Now, Katie has been placed on a spoliation notice. She knows that she's not supposed to delete things. We have been sent information that she has. We're going to vet that out. And if she has, we will ask the court to bring sanctions against her. But going back to her statement that she has posted, that they are falsely claiming that I'm being sued by multiple people. You are. They're also falsely claiming I lost lawsuits. I'm merely speaking about a docuseries and the reports of Lula Rose lawsuits. No, you're not. Anyone else can see what you're doing. You're trying to destroy someone else's livelihood, the same thing that you complain that everyone else is doing to you. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, I'm going to be posting an email address on my Twitter because you people are blowing me up on social media and I cannot keep up with all of it. So I'm setting up an email address that my attorneys will have access to where all of this information that you guys are sending, you will now send it to this email address. And for any person that's ever had any issues with Katie Joy, that she has falsely accused you of things or that she's tried to intimidate you by using the system to file false TROs against you, by making up claims that are not true. I mean, folks, the things that we have, all the way from detectives to police officers to fellow YouTubers to just plain citizens of the United States of America that this woman has gone after, is baffling. And all of these people are reaching out to us. So if she goes on her Twitter and she goes on her Instagram, which I'm not going to pollute mine with all of that mess, and says that she doesn't have these lawsuits. Well, technically she doesn't right now because they're in the process of being drafted. But her attorney has been, she sent out this blanket thing of, I don't know, her attorney Graham someone sent out this stuff about that to all these people, trying to get them to shut up. That's basically all that it was trying to scare people into not speaking anymore. Well, that didn't work. Well, her attorney is Graham Martin in Minnesota. And so I'm represented by Robbins Kaplan. Mr. Graham was placed on notice on September the 13th, 2021, that all of his communication would now go through Charles Goki with Rogers and Kaplan. And it's just a long letter that I'm not going to get into, but basically my attorney in a polite but very straightforward way, educated this attorney and told him that basically he didn't know what the hell he was sending me, that I had no obligations to hold on to communications with someone that I've never had communications with in the last 5 years, don't even know these people, never met them. Just because someone sends me information through my attorney, I think that falls under attorney-client privilege because it doesn't come to me. But at any rate, my attorney did educate him, and now, he now knows, your attorney, Katie, now knows that I'm represented by two of the best in your state. And they have been charged with filing a massive lawsuit, because I love how you talk about you have assembled your team. Your team doesn't even want to be your team. Your attorneys don't want to represent you. Surely to God, these attorneys have enough sense to see the derangement that comes out of your mouth and the things that you say and do with YouTube.
We'll have to pay a dime out of pocket for. I can't recommend enough the peace of mind. Every week we discuss
To subpoena all the records from you. Now, folks, we are filing our complaints with YouTube. We're going to subpoena all the records from YouTube. We're going to get all of the revenue that she's generated, and we're going to show the spikes when she used our name to generate that revenue so that we can form a basis of how much we're going to come after her for. But we're going to file a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against her for damages to reputation. The things that this woman says about people, she can't even prove. And here's the thing about slander. It's not slander if it's the truth. You cannot prove that what you posted is the truth or that what you said is the truth. So, and the beautiful thing is that we're now trying to move this to a class action status. We're up to 7 people now. We would like to get to 12. And if that happens, then I will fund this litigation and we will move it forward in a class action style. If we don't get to that number, I will focus on my damages and let the other 4 or 5 people that's going to file their suits. But either way, when she says that she does not have multiple lawsuits, technically, and that's where she tries to get off with things, technically, she doesn't. She only has the one with this Steve guy. But she has mine coming, and she has 2 others coming that she's trying to stop right now by offering NDAs. And I'm told that neither of these women will sign an NDA. Now, there was another lady who I have now come into contact with.
Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on one second. Hold up. Yeah, babe. What's the matter?
Look, okay, so I had the scissors, right? For some reason, I opened them.
Why did you have the scissors?
Because I was cutting some. Look.
When was that? Because I just put the scissors up.
Oh, it was a while ago. Look. And so I was cutting some and stuff open it, and on the way, I slid my finger down the thing.
Let me see.
It's not bad. It just feels weird.
Oh, that ain't bad at all, buddy.
Yeah.
Go put a Band-Aid on it.
Well, I do need some paper.
Paper? Yeah. Go look on top of Eli's closet. There's a bunch of loose leaf paper up there.
Thank you. I didn't know you.
Yeah, buddy. It's all right. But go to bed. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm so sorry. We're going to back it up a little bit. My son, who is 13, cut his finger. Super tiny little spot. We're going to back it up just a little bit. He didn't know I was streaming. Even though I literally walked into his room a while ago and said, go to bed, buddy. I'm about to go live. I swear, you guys, I'll be like, Kaden, we got to get ready. We're going somewhere. He'll be like, okay. Like 30 minutes later, I'll walk to his room and be like, Kaden, you got ready? He'd be like, for what? I'm like, Kaden, I told you like 30 minutes ago we were going somewhere. He'd be like, oh, I forgot. He's so crazy. All right, so we're going to back it up just a little bit.
She has mine coming, and she has 2 others coming that she's trying to stop right now by offering NDAs, and I'm told that neither of these women will sign an NDA. Now, there was another lady who I have now come into contact with, who I absolutely love, and if you guys don't know who she is, you should follow her because she is entertainment at its best. Emily D. Baker. I encourage you to go listen to her podcast that she did last week, talking about this email letter that was sent by her attorney, Graham, to all of these people that have nothing to do with what she's talking about. It was just people she wanted to shut up and intimidate because she thought that she was rich by getting an attorney to do a blanket letter to send to every person that she wanted to
So
send.
crazy.
Because for some reason, I think she thinks that she's, classy or sophisticated or in the elite group if she can hire an attorney. Let me just tell you something, folks. Nobody wants to hire an attorney. If you're having to hire an attorney, you know that you're having to spend money. So I look forward to seeing how Katie's going to pay for these bills that we're getting ready to rack up with her, because my attorneys are going to keep her attorney Graham very, very, very busy. Between my folks at Balch and Bingham in Atlanta and the folks with the new law firm in Minnesota, those firms are going to keep her extremely, extremely busy. So I will post that new email address on my Twitter, and it'll be posted sometime today or tomorrow whenever I get around to it. And then you guys can send everything that you want to send when you want to send it. And our folks will go through it. And if there's anything in there that I feel that's worthy of me reporting about, then I'll report back to you. Now, let's talk about the Met Gala. Did you watch any of it?
No, I just saw some stuff on social media.
So I love how Todd is like, I can be classy, but I can stoop to their level too, right? So most of the time he's like classy, but when somebody comes for him, he's like, if you don't want the smoke, you know what I'm saying? Don't come for me. But I love how Julie always just sits there she don't have nothing to say. And even his daughter, Savannah, when he said, let's talk about Katie Joy, she goes, oh my God, it's so funny. And he just said so much. You guys, let me tell you, if I would have heard this earlier, I probably would have scheduled the stream an hour earlier. This is the first time I've heard it as well. So I did not know all of this either. I did not know that they have 7 people that have now agreed to be in this lawsuit with Katie, against Katie, 7 people that have agreed to sue Katie, and that they're trying to get 12 people. I did not know that Todd Chrisley was agreeing to fund this lawsuit if they can get the 12 people. He said if they can't get 12 people, then he will just fund his and let everyone else fund theirs. He brings up the letter. He brings up Emily D. Baker. What's so crazy is that Todd Chrisley got a letter. Now, what's even crazier, I'm going to find it so I can send it to you guys, so I can post it on here. I should have did this earlier, but I actually did not even know we would be talking about this. So a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks back, Katie sent out this letter to a bunch of people. And come to find out, it appears that what happened was she just purchased this hold on. It appears that she purchased this package that was offered by her lawyer. I don't even know. I mean, if that's what she did, I do not even know if she actually hired him at that point, because so what it is Martin Graham is who she says is her attorney. And 2 Fridays ago, she posted that Thursday. Within 24 hours, everyone was laughing will have a different attitude, So I remember on Twitter, they're 18 hours down, so many more to go. 20 hours down. Anybody got anything? Anybody know anything? And everybody was literally just waiting on something to drop, this bomb to drop, because, she said it was going to be this huge bomb. And then I think Roadhog was live, and he was the first one to say anything about the letter. Apparently he was on a live. It was 9:00 at night. And for some reason he goes into his email as he's live. And he's like, holy moly, I got this email. Okay, so there's a few things that I want to send to my... Oh, not that. I don't know if that's one. Okay. Oh, give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to find something. All right. I think that is all of them. You looking for a charger? Okay.
This ain't a block.
Here you go. Here's one. Yes, Lori. He probably should. He probably knows about it already. Okay, let me see if I got these. So that Friday night, she was tweeting things. Let me see if I got that in there. Kira, I did get your emails. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from you. Megan, I do not see an email from you. Did you send it tonight? Oh yeah, she said I was a drug addict when she knew nothing about what she was talking about. So let's see. Okay, so I don't have it, but she said something about, in 24 hours, everyone is going to have a different attitude. All these people talking all this smack is going to have a different attitude. So everybody was waiting, literally counting down. And then Roadhog was live. And for whatever reason, he went into his email and noticed that he got this letter. He read the letter. I literally have to tinkle so bad. He read the letter on his live stream, and apparently what it was basically saying, like, almost like a order to do not delete your crap. And I really have to pee. Who are you talking about? So yeah, they will be singing a different tune. That's what she said. So the letter basically said, do not delete any correspondence between you and Steve McCrae, because Steve is apparently, suing Katie. So because of this lawsuit, any interactions that you have with him, you need to preserve those up to like the past 7 years, which is crazy because I think Roadhog just came about. I only know of Roadhog coming about. I know he's been on YouTube longer, but he just kind of jumped over into this world, recently. I don't know, a month or so ago, right? Hold on 1 second. And then at the end of the letter, it said, by the way, do not talk about Katie anymore. Literally, by the way, do not talk about Katie anymore. And then someone posted the letter online, and it was basically people were saying, you can't serve someone through email. And then some people were saying you can. I don't really know. I just know I started doing a little bit of research into it. I wasn't going to bother my attorney with this because my attorney works on something else. So I did look it up, and let's see. Go pee. I'm going to in just a second. I actually think that Sean just went in the bathroom, and I think he shut the door, and locked it probably. So can you be served by email? Can a legal notice be served by email? If you and the person have agreed that notification by email will be proof of notice, then you will need to have that agreement in writing. There is no law that states certified mail will serve as proof of notice in receiving legal documents. So, some people said yes, some people said no. whatever. I think she ended up stating that as long as you acknowledge that you have it, then the judge will like accept it, basically. That no, it's not like ironclad, like you got this and you didn't listen to it. But if a judge, if you have put it out there that you received this, then the judge will take that into consideration. Yes, I've got to go tinkle. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'll be right back. My bladder is like, all them babies. Hold on. I need a tinkle. Really, really bad. I thought you were shining. All right. Good night, love you. Okay, so sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, so basically she was like telling people that in this letter, don't talk about her, keep everything that you have concerning Steve, because if he sues her, what Katie's plan, I think, is, Uni has said this, and Katie's always tried to say that hold on one second, you guys. What was I saying? Sorry. My brain just went bazooka. Okay, so their thing has always been like Uni and Katie have always tried to say that Steve McRae has a cult, that Steve McRae runs this cult, and that everybody that Katie has ever tried to be friends with or collab with, that Steve and this cult has ran to them and turned them against them, right? That's what Uni has always said, and that's what Katie has said. Now, I think the good thing about this is I honestly think if Steve sues Katie and Katie tries to do this, if she tries to get everybody, my thing is like, if Katie, if you really think you have a case against Steve, then why don't you use your own case? Like, why go to everybody else that you don't even like and try to get their stuff? But I think people should just hand it over to her because it's going to prove that Steve does not run a cult. It literally is going to screw Uni and Katie's whole narrative up. Like, here's the thing. Steve does not run a cult. She doesn't run a cult, right? He doesn't run a cult. Now, Steve has had his personal problems with Katie, and yes, he talked about it. Yes, there was like a RO or whatever, allegedly, from what I understand, where he could not talk about it for a while because he did talk, do videos about her. But he doesn't run a cult. I mean, do I think Steve has made friends with people that have had problems with Katie due to they having that in common? Yes. But Steve is not in like some little group chat with hundreds of people where he's telling them what to do. No, it's literally just people meeting people, having, this one person in common, and maybe they talk about it, they share their experience. It's not this cult like she tries to say. And Uni, that has been a hardcore thing for Uni. Steve runs a cult. Steve runs a cult. So I think it's hilarious. I think she's shooting herself in the foot, like seriously, because when everybody hands over there, like Roadhog, he's like, yeah, I'll give it over. I don't care. Todd Chrisley's like, I've never even talked to Steve. Like, did Steve contact my lawyer? Maybe. I mean, if he did, that's attorney-client privilege. Like, that's with, attorney-client privilege, that we don't have to tell you that. So all these people that have talked to Steve, I think it's literally just going to show that, yes, they talked to Steve and they talked about their problems with Katie. But I do not think that it's going to show that Steve was like directing anybody to go after Katie, like they tried to say. So I'm like, yes, please do that. I think that's pretty, I think the whole narrative, like Uni is going to have like 2 years worth of videos that is, he's going to have to like get rid of if she does this, if everybody hands their stuff over. Steve is a think tank of intellect that share many beliefs, and they do not all agree as much as of anything is needed in a cult. Think tank of intellectual minds that share many beliefs. So yeah. Oh wow, Roadhog's wife framed the letter and hung it by the computer in his office. That's wow. Okay. I thought that was probably one of the dumbest things, like probably one of the dumbest moves she could have made, was to go that route, try to get everybody's communication with Steve, because it's going to show the exact opposite of what she's been preaching this entire time. Something else. Okay. She tweeted this. She said, everyone cheered when I was told that I couldn't delete anything. They accused me of deleting evidence constantly. Now the same people are acting like these letters are irrelevant and mean nothing. Sanctions are real. Please stop trying to contact me and speak to my lawyer. Peace out. So I have thoughts on this comment right here. The reason people cheered is because, Katie was served through the court. Like, when Tati Westbrook's attorney filed a motion where Katie could not delete her crap, it was filed through the court. A judge had signed, off on it, I do believe. Like, it was properly filed. It was not just a letter that Tati Westbrook's attorney just sent to Katie saying, hey, don't delete your stuff. It went through the court system, and then her attorney got it through the court. That's why everybody applauded it. It was because the court was telling you, don't delete your stuff. Their side is telling you, don't delete your stuff. It's been filed properly. Don't delete your stuff. You just can't message someone on your own and say, hey, don't delete your stuff. Especially when like the suit has not even been properly filed yet. Like, it's not formally filed yet. So, I mean, I could literally delete anybody. I could literally message anybody and say, hey, all those videos you got up, any video where I think you're talking about me, don't delete that. They have no obligation to keep it up. So that's the difference where Katie was acting like the same people were acting like these letters are irrelevant. Yes, because the letters are irrelevant. When you file the motion like the proper way through the court system, they're no longer irrelevant. They are very relevant because the court is telling you don't delete it. When you just send a letter to someone, that's boo-boo, right? So she said sanctions are real. Sanctions are real, but not just from a letter. Like, I don't think you're just going to be get a sanction just from this letter that has no legal standing. All right, so let me look at this one. Now, Suzanne, she actually responded to the email because Suzanne does not live in the United States. Suzanne lives in Costa Rica, I believe. And so she emailed the person back. She emailed the email address that sent her the letter. She responded and said, I do not live in the United States. If you want to serve me, you need to serve me properly. And this is what she got back. You mistake correspondence for pleadings. There is no rule requiring mere correspondence to be served personally, only that it is submitted to a recipient such that it can reasonably be expected to be received. By replying to this email, you have shown that you did indeed receive the letter, so no longer have any excuse for not abiding by your legal duties explained therein, and may still be subject to sanctions if you choose to ignore those duties. Again, if you do not understand this letter, you should hire an attorney familiar with Minnesota law to explain your legal obligations to you. Thank you for confirming your receipt of this letter. All my best, Graham Martin, and he put his pronouns. So basically, they, like I said earlier, they wanted people to come out to say, yeah, I got him. Yeah, I got him. Because while, as far as like, it's not 100%, but I guess if they were to, there was a lawsuit filed, and then KJ's attorney did go before the judge and say, this person and this person, and this person, we sent them emails. Like, we emailed them and asked them not to delete anything. We know that they got it because they did YouTube videos about it, or they responded, and then they deleted their stuff anyways. Maybe the judge would act on that. I feel like he probably not, because it wasn't filed properly, but I guess there's a chance that he could. But they just really wanted to know who got them. Like, I feel like KJ was sitting around waiting for people to start talking about it so she would know for sure, like, who got the letters. She knows who got the letters because she sent them. But if people come out and say that they got the letters, then that would be proof in case like this thing went to court. Then this came about. Did KJ use a package to create and send out those emails in an attempt to silence creators? Looks like she bought the Lionel Hutz package. And I think this is it. So the man that Katie said was her attorney, if you go to his website, he has something called Martin Docs right here. See, Graham at martindocs.com. And it's literally where you don't have to hire him as an attorney. You can just use like templates of court documents. You pay a fee. So the Lionel Hutz one was $2,000. And you can use like templates from his like documents. You can use documents that he already has, and you just put in the names, put in the emails, and you can change it to say certain things, and then you can send them. However, it says, silly disclaimer, I am an attorney, but I am not your attorney. By converting your forms to templates, I'm not endorsing them as being appropriate for their intended purpose. Agree that they are complete or otherwise guaranteeing their results when you use them. You are responsible for the content of your own forms, and you're responsible for proofreading them when they have been converted to templates to ensure that they are complete and accurate. Prices are good only on the day of purchase as listed on the website. If there is a discrepancy between any advertising materials and the website controls. So, yes, apparently he took it down after it came out that this was up there. You could literally, so I checked it out. This package was $2,000, and I think you could send up to 40 pages if you bought this package. Now, the next package, you could send up to like 60 pages, and it was, I think, $3,000, I want to say. So everyone was looking into this. Like I said, there it is right there. It seems like he made this in 2017, or that's when he got it copyrighted. Let's see. Okay, so it literally looked like, I'm not saying for certain, but it looked like maybe Katie hired him as her attorney. That's possible. But before like anything really took place, she paid $2,000 and sent these forms out herself. That's why they were sent out at 8, 9, 10 o'clock p.m. At night. All of these letters went out at night. Not one letter went out at like noon, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Every single letter that I'm aware of went out after 8 p.m. What attorney do you know is going to be emailing people for a client that just hired him on a Friday night at 10 p.m.? I'm going to tell you right now, my attorney, Friday, she gets off early. She leaves like half a day on Friday and she goes and drinks her White Claw almost every Friday. She is not going to be sending out emails at 10 o'clock at night, at 9 o'clock at night to someone that literally just hired her. And then the emails actually say good afternoon, even though it was clearly good evening or good night. I don't know. Like all of them, all of the emails that people like posted or read, it said good afternoon, but they got them at like after 8 o'clock. What else? There were typos in it, I believe. Also, it said Katie, the YouTuber, in one of them. I don't believe it referred to her as Mrs. Paulson, like it should have. Like if he would have typed it up himself, he would have referred to his client as, my client, Mrs. Paulson. I want to say she was just referred to as Katie. I could have that. She could be referred to as Katie Paulson, but it was not Miss Paulson like everybody thought that. So there was a lot of things that just like did not make sense. So it appears people tend to believe, we are believing that she bought this package and she sent these letters out herself. Roadhog was the first to come out to say that he has one, but I don't think he was the first to receive it. I really think. Also, it was a holiday weekend. Yes, it was. You should go watch Emily DeBaker on the email. She explains it. She says she doesn't think. I did watch a little bit of Emily's stream on that. I did watch a little bit of it, and her talking about how legally it's like BS. She's like, you're not even explaining what this is for, but I think she used the package because they took it down, but if you read the details of that specific package, it seemed like that was possibly the one that she used. Also, I don't think for a second her attorney at 9 o'clock at night was sitting there emailing 25 people back to back to back to back to back to back. Katie was like radio silent. So I think Katie was doing it. I did hear the songs that everyone was putting out. What did I do? So, yeah, a lot of people just like, it was crazy after a while, like after those emails come out, like everybody was like laughing about them. Everybody was like joking about them. Everybody was saying like how crazy it was that these letters come out. And then I noticed Katie tweeted this, and I have something to say about this. She said, someone once told me that if you've done nothing wrong, then there's no reason to fear a lawsuit or legal request. Take note. I don't know, you guys, but that's stupid to me. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, because even if you're not in the wrong, like at all, if someone sues you, you then have to go drop a bunch of money on a lawyer and then put a bunch of money into this lawsuit just to prove that you did nothing wrong. I mean, I guess you could end up like countersuing for them to pay your lawyer fees, but that's still money you got to put out for the time being. Thank you so much, Jeanette. Leslie, you need to get Todd Chrisley. You need to get on that bandwagon. A lot of people telling me that. So yeah, like me, for instance, a lot of people has asked me like, Leslie, why don't you sue her? Elle Bee, why don't you sue her? Why don't you sue her? And well, one of the reasons why I've never sued her is money, because literally every time I've had to either hire an attorney or look into hiring an attorney, oh my goodness, every time I've ever had to look into hire an attorney, it's like at least a $5,000 retainer fee, at least. Like thankfully for my arrest, they're working on contingency. So, that's literally money right off the top that I have to take away from my family, go into hold on a second, go into a lawsuit. So yeah, a lawsuit, it still would suck. You know what I'm saying? Like either way, it would suck. Um, I did see that people made to perform songs. I did see that. Yeah, lawsuits are expensive, even if like you turn around and you countersue and they give you you get the money back, you win the money back. Either way, that was money that you have to take away from your family right then. So yes, I did hear that the documents were taken down. And I guess that's because he got like a lot of like flack over that. So even if she didn't use it, he got flack over it. So I guess that's why he took it down. I'm not really sure. But yeah, Todd Chrisley, you guys, definitely not someone to mess with. No, I don't know if he's going to win this lawsuit. Do I feel like he could? I personally feel like he could win the lawsuit. If he doesn't win it, or if he ends up not even suing her, I'm just talking about what is being put out there. You know what I'm saying? No, Carla, don't do that. So I personally think for a lawyer equals to hours, they estimate you would need to get an initial claim started. Yes. Yeah. So, and the retainer is just like the beginning. Like I remember whenever Paris and Caden's dad tried to get custody of Paris, not Caden, just Paris. We went and hired an attorney. And that day I met up with him. I was like, listen, my older kid's dad is talking about how he's going to try to get custody of her. And he said, well, you need to go ahead and file right now. You need to go ahead and file right now before he does. And I said, okay, so what do we do? He said, well, first I need a retainer. I said, okay, how much is the retainer? $5,000. Okay. So I literally paid him that day. And then he said, now we got to file the actual court documents to file for your custody. And that's like $250. And I was like, hold up, the $5,000 don't pay for that? No. The $5,000 did not pay for that. I had to pay like another like $200 to file the actual paperwork. And then when I did some of the work, so he didn't have to. So I can't get over how KJ said that Tati's lawsuit was the worst time in her life. Now she's saying these lawsuits are rolling up her back, just part of business. Yeah. Right, Megan. I would keep my mouth shut too. Yeah. She was also saying that like the reason the Tati Westbrook lawsuit got dismissed was because she didn't defame them and that they agreed on that. And that was not the case at all. Literally, that was not the case at all. Like, I think it was established that she did defame them, but that the information was told to her. So I guess maybe, she believed it, I guess you could say. So she wasn't like deliberately putting out lies, which really she was, because I don't know if I believe that Clark Swanson told her everything. Like, I think some things she found out. And we know that she did. We know that she did because when she first started reporting on Tati Westbrook, she didn't even like Clark Swanson. She was talking about how uneducated he was, that while on his social media, it said that he went to a certain college that really he didn't or whatever. I don't know. So a lot of the things that she said at first was before her and Clark Swanson started talking. KJ said being sued is part of her job. Now, I think maybe once, as a YouTuber who covers, reality TV and celebrities, I could see like one time, someone attempting to sue you. But I think there's been I think Jilly Juice attempted to sue Katie. Tati Westbrook attempted to sue Katie. Now, Todd Chrisley's, talking about suing her. Steve's talking about suing her. One time is understandable, but like multiple times, and it's all for the same thing, slander, defamation. I feel like that should tell you something. That you should be like, okay, what is the deal here? Am I putting too much of my own spin on things? Am I not being clear that this is all alleged? I feel like, when she reports on people, she invests way too much personally into it. Like she'll cover someone that she just cannot stand. And like, I know I cover her and I don't really like her. But she's the only person that I cover that I don't like. Like anybody else, teen moms, yeah, everybody else, like I just cover because they're a part of TV shows that I watch. So I cover them, right? But Katie, for some reason, she covers these people and then she decides she hates them for whatever reason. And then it becomes personal for her. And she starts making these claims, about their life and what kind of people they are, blah, 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 blah. And then it turns into like defamation and slander, in my opinion. Your shirt is giving me 90 bucks. Yes, I got this at Old Navy and I really like it. I don't know why that just started doing that. So Candy, after everybody started getting these letters, they started making songs. So they redid songs, and now I never said I got a letter, but I did do a song, and I'm trying to think of. Can anybody tell me what other songs were done? Does anybody remember what songs were done? And I will try. Oh, Suzanne, she did Let It Go. And she turned it into like Katie Go, Katie Go. She talked in her song, she talked about like defamation. And then Dottie did one that was We Will Mock You rather than We Will Rock You. Roadhog, he done one. And what was Roadhog's too? Does anybody remember? Jay did Janis Joplin about freedom of speech. So they redid the songs. EKC did one. It's on Twitter. Everyone else sang theirs on their channel. And I just posted mine on Twitter. But let me see if I can find it. And I'll read the lyrics to you guys. But I'm not saying I got a letter. I'm not saying I got an email or anything. I just thought that it was funny that everybody was doing these, let me find the one that I did. Okay. So the song that I did was Maroon 5, Girls Like You. It's that song. The lyrics say, okay, so, when she first started saying that that something was going to happen, she's like, in 24 hours, everybody that's been talking all this smack, they're going to change their tune in 24 hours. So Girls Like You, it starts off, it says, spent 24 hours, I need more hours with you. You spent the weekend trying to get even. Ooh, ooh. We spent the late nights trying to make things right between us. But now it's all good, babe. Roll that backwood, babe, and play me close. So I changed the lyrics to turds like you instead of girls like you. Hey. I don't think you need a letter to sing a song. No, you don't. T-Spiracy did one. Yeah. Red did one. And so it says, the one that I did is Turds Like You. And it says, you said 24 hours, but needed more hours. Ooh, ooh. Because it did not happen in 24 hours. It was more like 28 hours. You spent the weekend trying to get even. Ooh, ooh. I'm not a singer. I'm not going to do it. I should get Candy to do it. Candy's a singer. You spent the late night tapping up some BS gripes on us, but now it's all good, Kate. Roll that Lionel Hutz package, Kate. And you try to play me. Nope. And then someone else let me see. Where is that? Someone actually commented another one and it was like really funny. Where is it? Did they delete it? That's weird. Somebody actually commented and put another part of the lyric. And did you just adjust the focus on your camera? I did adjust it. Is it blurry? And then it says, because turds like you look crazy with your bleach blonde roots, acting like you lost your hair to stress, but really you're just a mess. Ooh, ooh. All right, now Uni and COVID. I'm living for this tea right here. You have COVID? I love that Joanne did one just because she didn't get a letter and she felt left out. Same here. Same here. I felt left out, so I did one. Hey, Megan, I just seen your email. Oh, no, Wildflower. I'm going to respond to, I'll respond to the emails probably tonight when I get off the stream, or maybe in the morning, because I do have to try to edit some more tonight. Let's see. So yeah. Salty petty, and I love it. Todd Chrisley and KJ have not went to court yet. Yeah, Dottie Morgan did one. EKC people. Red's Rhetoric did one. And if I knew that I wouldn't get in trouble, I would play them, but I'm not going to risk it. But what you guys can do is you guys can like get on YouTube and like just Google like their channel, and it'll have. I think T Spearsy did hers on Instagram, but yeah, they're really funny. Everybody literally like made a song about these like letters, you know. So that's kind of it as far as like the Todd Chrisley Katie stream. I'm sure we'll still talk about it or whatever. But for anybody that's watching on the replay, we're just really kind of chit chatting at this point. Didn't KJ say something about using these songs could give them a copyright strike for using their music? I think she did, but really it's a parody. Like I don't. Yeah, Truth Slew did one, and it was DJ Defamation. She was like MC Truth Slew and DJ Defamation on the mic. So hilarious. Now I think from my understanding, because Roadhog, he actually did a parody song of KJ's husband Todd. You guys know that Todd, he's in that band Canis Darius, and he has a song called Father. I think it's the only lyric that it has. It's Father. Well, Roadhog did like a parody to it where he dressed like he walked out in the woods and like recorded himself, and apparently Todd, I think, struck it. From my understanding, I was talking to Sean about it earlier because Sean, he like watched it, and I was trying to ask him about it earlier. So I think Todd emailed Roadhog and was like, "I'm striking you because like that song is my song. Like I have the copyright to it." And I think Roadhog was like, "But it's a parody." Todd Paulson, Katie's husband. Oh, T Spearsy has a playlist on her YouTube channel of all the songs everybody did. So yeah, go check that out. Yeah. I did see the email. People shared it on Twitter. So yeah, I definitely saw it. I think it's a parody. So I think really it falls under fair use. But Sean said that Roadhog checked to see if there was a copyright, if Todd Paulson had a copyright to that song, and he does not, from my understanding. Oh, Aaron. Where's Shar at? Whenever you're comfortable or not understand. Oh, find another. So yeah, it's been Yeah, that's what Sean said. That like apparently there's more lyrics in the song, but the only lyrics that I heard was Father. That's it. I'm gonna make a song for my kids, and I'm gonna say Mother. And my kids are gonna be like, Mom, no, stop, don't do it. Literally, I'm not gonna lie, like if we're in the car or like sometimes I'll like dance around the house and sing, Bobby will be like, Mama, stop that. I feel like if my parent made a song for me and it was like that, if my dad come to me and was like, hey, I recorded this song for you and all that it said was Father, I'd be like, is this song for me or for you? I didn't hear any other words. But you know, whatever. He said it has meaning to him. So with peace and love, it has meaning to him. So yeah, but I do think it falls under parody. So if he filed a strike, I don't know for sure if he did or if he was just saying that he was going to. Then I think Roadhog could probably fight it, and probably he could win. Awkward. That's God's gift for the ability to embarrass your kids. I know, right? I so embarrass my kids. I love it. I love it. What was that? No, it's all good, babe. What happened? Yes. Yes. Who just said that? Kids are more appreciative of like, yes, like Dino or ABC songs rather than death metal. I don't know a single kid at the age of like 8 that would like a death metal song. Now, maybe when he gets older, you know, maybe when he's older, whatever, but so did he use the exact song? Maybe he could twist it like a weird air. I think he used the music, but he changed the lyric. I don't know. I didn't listen to it. I would actually have to ask Sean. He said he heard KJ was going to strike him for reading the email Todd sent. They are nuts. Yeah, that would be crazy. I don't think you can strike anybody for. I love death metal and Candace Darius, in my opinion. Oh, you said I love death metal, and in my opinion, Candace Darius is yeah. Sean, he likes all types of music, but he was like, no, negative. I found out. I don't know, but Roadhog searched and found out that Todd Paulson doesn't technically own the copyright. It is held by the recording company. So I guess the recording company would have to strike him. I will never love the way Todd Chrisley says crystal ball. I love his accent. I will never not love. Yeah. Yeah, he does have a I like his accent too. Even though, like, I know some screenshots was like posted where Katie said, "Oh, here's Leslie. Leslie said she likes Todd, but here's a screenshot of her like where she doesn't like Todd. She's doing this all for clout." The screenshot literally said, because other people don't like Todd, right? That's fine. So other people don't like Todd. So we were discussing like me covering it, you know, and the fact that they don't like Todd. And I was like, you know, I don't care if y'all like Todd or not. Like, you know, he's not my daddy. So you like him if you don't want to, don't like him if you don't want to. And I said, he's not my daddy, so it doesn't matter to me the way you feel about him. And I said something to the effect of, and heck, maybe if he was my daddy, I may not like him because look at Lindsay. So I was not saying that I didn't like Todd. I was literally saying, like, it did not matter to me. Like, if other people don't like him, that's fine. You know, he's not my dad. It's not going to offend me or hurt my feelings. If other people don't like Todd, like, that's okay. What? No, I keep opening the wrong one. I'm like, what is going on? Wait. Don't make my noise over this. I like your other videos so much better. But thank you, Political Woodstock. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I always try to tell people. Like, I put out content. Like, I work my butt off on my regular content. I try to put up at least like 2 videos per day, like Monday through Friday. And then like once a week, you know, if I go live to talk about this podcast and this potential lawsuit. If you guys are not into it, that's okay to sit it out. I completely understand. I'm seeing where it's a tweet where where Katie said Mary Brown's fans are currently encouraging her to sue me. They're falsely claiming that I'm being sued by multiple people. They are also falsely claiming I lost lawsuits. I'm merely speaking about a docuseries and the reports of LuLaRoe lawsuits. And then someone retweeted it and said, Mary says she finds you comical, doesn't know where you get your info from, and that you are a crazy lady, and that she has you blocked. Is that the one you're talking about? He doesn't have the copyright. Ty Paulson doesn't have the copyright. His production team does. Yeah, I like Nanny Faye as well. When I listened to last week's podcast, Julie asked Nanny Faye, she's like, Nanny, what question do you get the most? Like, out on the streets when you run in the fans, what do they ask you the most? And she said, I get asked if the show is real. And Julie said, what do you say? She's like, well, yeah, it's real. That if we had to remember lines, wouldn't none of us have a job? And I thought it was funny. And I'm like, probably so. And they'll ask, like, do you get these lines? Do you guys get jokes to say? Because Nanny and like Todd are like super funny. And she's like, nope, everything that comes out of my mouth comes straight out of my head, right out of my mouth. Nobody writes it for me. What you see is what you get. I watch more Speed than Mary. It was funny. Apparently, yeah, they're having a back and forth. Girl, you could create your own candidate. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working my butt off. I've been doing pretty good, and it's nice to see it like pay off. And I'm finally to that stage where like the only thing that I worry about is like if I was to show a video, if like someone would strike me or something like that. But I no longer worry about like other people trying to like take me down. Because I've been pretty honest with the fact that like I'm a human. I have faults. I do stuff. I say stuff that I end up regretting. But in the end, this is who I am. I think you guys believe it. And, I think you guys see that. I mean, you guys see my husband. I wouldn't be getting on here pretending to be somebody that I'm not, like with my husband here with me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, one thing that I used to worry about is, like, people getting mad at me and trying to, like, ruin me. And I just don't care about it anymore. Like, if people come out trying to ruin me, it is what it is. I don't care. Whatever. He has 2 strikes. Roadhog does. I think if he gets 3, his channel, like he could lose his channel. He better be very careful for the next like 90 days. I did not hear about that, Jennifer. Thank you. Yeah, he is pretty cool. Cooler than an ice cube. House tours, house cleaning, day in the life. Get ready with me, shop with me, cook with me. The possibility. You know what I really did, what I thought about doing? So I think I'm going to go get my eyebrows done. I think I'm going to get powder brows because I spend so much time on my eyebrows. I'm not even going to lie. Like in the mornings when I get ready, I literally spend an hour on these brows. And then sometimes I'll think like, oh, they look good. And then I'll do a video and then I'll watch it back. And I'm like, oh my goodness, one eyebrow ran away. Like one came off and it's like way over here. Or I'll see that one's janky. I think I'm going to get powder brows. Flossie got powder brows not too long ago and they look so good. My mom actually got her eyebrows tattooed and they look good, but I think I want to go for the powder brow. So I think I'm going to document that. I think I'm going to, if I'm able to, and maybe put it on my channel just as like a, hey, this is me getting powder brows. You know what I'm saying? I really think if I could get powder brows, I would be able to put more content out. I'm not even playing because it literally takes me an hour to do these messed up eyebrows. Half the time, they're not even good. It stinks. So yeah, I think I may kind of document that so you guys can see. Don't over tweeze. It makes a woman look older. I have been trying to shape mine for the past few months. So I've actually been tweezing away and then only keeping hair where I want it. I'll show you guys what powder brows are because I think they're better than microblading. Flossie's looks so good. I can actually show you guys Flossie's. Hold on. I'll show you guys Flossie's eyebrows. Yes, Renee, back it up, babe. We've kind of finished out with talking about Todd and the Todd situation is coming out with a makeup company, something like her sister. I did not see that, Jamie. That's interesting. I did not see that. All right, let me find it. There we go. Can I call you Lovable Lauren? That's pretty funny. Nope, I need to go to the Facebook page. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that too. I'm going to show you guys the powder brows, and then we'll talk about the cops at KJ's house. Okay, so this is who is going to do mine. This is who did Flossie's. I'm going to actually show Flossie's. I'm going to find Flossie's and show it to you guys because hers looks so good. It's so weird because Flossie actually got her lips done as well. And when I saw it, I said, hey, is that my sister's lips? And the girl said, I don't know who your sister is, but that's Crystal Michelle's lips. And I was like, yeah, that's my sister. Here's Flossie's lips right here. So that's Flossie's lips. And I think this was like the first coat and this was like the second coat or whatever. Okay, would you video an abandoned house? Yes, I would definitely do that. I'm a scaredy, like so scared. But yes, I would. Now let me find Flossie's brows. Look at my beautiful sister. So that's what I want. That's powder brows. And so Flossie got the powder brows and she got the lip. Yes, this is like permanent. Well, I think you have to go back like every like 6 months or so, but it's like a lip tattoo almost. I don't know, like a lip stain or I don't know. I think that's just her eyeliner, Candy, which they do eyeliner. I can show you guys. So this is, let me see what this is. I think that is, they have like combination. They have microblade. This looks like maybe both, maybe because they have like mixture. Let's see. Oh, here's eyeliner. That's eyeliner tattoo. Eyebrows. I think that's powder as well. Girl, look, let me tell you guys. I saw somebody on here and her eyelashes was looking cray cray. Look at this. Wait, no, that's not the one that I saw. She's got this is powder brow. This is powder brow as well. But that's a little too dark for me. I don't like that. There's one, her eye, her mascara was crazy. Me and Paris was looking at this the other day when Paris was at the ER, because you guys, it's crazy. Here it is. Look at the, oh my goodness. But her brows look nice. Yes, it does last, Lauren. This lasts for like 3 years, I think. Look, I don't know what kind of mascara she is using, but goodness gracious. Yeah, I want to go. I mean, I want my brows to look, hold on, somewhat like this. You know what I'm saying? No, but I want them to be shaped right. She's using that unique, right? Right. So I want, yeah, something like this, but I want them to be shaped right. So, because literally sometimes I will get ready and then I'll have to run to the school for something, or I'll have to run to the store and then I'll come back and I'll be hungry. So I'll eat. And then by the time I film, like I won't notice, but like, you know, it'll be like janky on one side. And then I'll record. And then when I'm editing, I'll notice that my eyebrow is like way off. Or I will just not like I think they're pretty good today. I think they're decent. But sometimes I do them terrible and I don't notice until I'm watching my video back, and one will be like slim and one will be fat, or one will be like curved and one will be like straight. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm gonna get powder brows. I think I'm gonna talk. I think I may like record that. Also, yeah, Katie said the police was at her house. You know, I'm just confused about that because she said they called an adjacent county, but from my understanding, if someone was to call the police on me and they was to call like the county over, I think they would say, what parish does she live in? And when they would say, okay, she lives in this parish, they would say, okay, you need to contact that parish. I think they would refer them to that parish. Lauren, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Do I believe in calling the cops and CPS? No, I don't think you should. You know, there would have to be like stone cold, like hardcore proof before I felt like it was okay. But other people, I don't know. So my husband's mother worked for CPS for 10 years. So I think I may ask her just to see, like, hey, if someone files a report for someone, like if someone contacts CPS and says that a child is being abused, and it's like the weekend, late at night, would the police go check? And if so, if it was filed in the wrong county, would the police from that county go check, or would they send it to the county that the person lives in? Renee Smith says she works for CPS. So maybe you can answer that, Renee. So Katie claimed first she said it happened like the night before. And then the next day, she said it happened like the next day that someone contacted CPS on her and said that she abused her child and that there was a video of her abusing her child. So from my understanding, no one would CPS, like no one from CPS showed up. It was just someone from the sheriff's department, but it was not the correct sheriff's department. And she didn't say anything. She just took a picture of the cop standing in her house, allegedly, but the back was all blurry. Katie, yes, Katie is a follower of mine. So the back, when she put the picture up, it was highly suspicious because the back was blurred. It just looked like a cop standing in this house, but it was blurred, right? So if referred to CPS, it goes to us first. Who was that cop? So everybody was like, "Oh, this is photoshopped. Like it's blurry. It's pretty obvious that it's photoshopped." So then she said, "I blurred it so my son wouldn't be in the background." Now I never saw her. I didn't see him in the background. I did not see her son in the background. I saw a couch and like a blanket. I didn't see him in the background. So, and then someone actually was able to find like a picture of her county and what their uniforms looked like, and it was not the same. So they tweeted that. They was like, "This is actually her county's police uniform, and this is not what that cop was wearing." So then she said, "Well, it wasn't a cop from our county. It was a cop from the adjacent county." So I don't know. I don't know. It's very weird that she took a picture of him standing like so my thing is like, if Vaughn was on that couch under those blankets, was the cop talking to Vaughn? Because the cop had his back to her. And I know one time when CPS was called on me and the cops, along with a member of CPS, showed up at my house, they spoke to me. And then, yes, they did go and sit down with my daughter and speak to my daughter. Oh, yeah, it could have been photoshopped because everyone on Twitter was putting that cop in their house. They put the cop with Todd Chrisley's son, Chase Chrisley. Chase Chrisley, they found a picture of him like in his house, like laid over on the couch. They put the cop in Chase's house. They put the cop in their house. So, and it looked real the way they did it. So I guess it's possible, it's just a picture of the cop. It's not a video. Let me see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find it really quick. Actually, but maybe it was a cop. I don't know. Some people believe that it wasn't. Yes, it was just like 2 days ago. My only thing, like when my husband heard it, he was like, "There's no way that a cop from the other county would come. They would contact your county and have someone from your county come." And I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I would think that they would have someone from your county come as well." Because technically they're out of jurisdiction. A cop that is not in the correct jurisdiction has no jurisdiction, right? Let me see. This is so crazy. Yeah. I know this account shared it, so I'm just trying to get to it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So not photoshopped, it was blurred. But okay, I think I actually have the other picture. Um, she says she blurred it because her son was in the background, but he wasn't. Um, because, well, um, he wasn't. I'm pretty sure. We put the picture on our computer, and Sean kind of messed with like the metadata or whatever, and kind of got it unblurred. And we just seen a couch with some like pillows on it. Okay, so I'm going to send all these to myself, and then so we can look at them and you guys can kind of figure it out for yourself. But if people are calling the cops on her like over ridiculous stuff like that, I just think it's ridiculous. I really do. Like, I wouldn't want anybody doing that to me. I would not want the cops showing up to my house over internet BS. So I'm going to send all these to myself so we can look at these. Hold on, you guys. All right. Let me see if I can send all 10 of those to my email right now. Probably for Nikkei's age that just so happened to be a sheriff, maybe. Some people think maybe like the neighbors called over like a dog situation again, and she just decided um, to take advantage of the fact that they were there. Right. Since KJ is known for lying, how can you take her word for it? And she really did not have a reaction like being peed off. It was more a matter of fact. Yeah. A welfare check would have even been sent to either the city or county police where she lives. Yeah. From my understanding, and I just noticed that this person actually looked up the sheriff's badges for all the surrounding counties around Katie, and none of the matches. I actually just saw that when I was looking this up. So Katie, at first, Katie never said anything about an officer from another county coming. It was just someone called CPS said that we were abusing our child, and the cops come to our house today. And then when she put that picture up there, someone was like, that's not a cop from your jurisdiction. That's not the correct uniform. So then she was like, oh, it was the adjacent county. And now this person has looked up all the surrounding counties and none of them match. So you guys make your own mind up for that. We're going to look at it. So I don't know what day this was. All right. So this was the first picture that she put up. I could be very wrong, but does KJ have or had a mom with cancer? Because I'm seeing a GoFundMe from what? Yeah, I don't think her mom's had cancer. So this was the first picture she put up, and as you guys can see, it's blurred. Like everything's blurred. And she claimed she blurred it because her son was in the background. And this just looks like a blanket and like a toy, maybe. So people started calling her out for the blurred, photo. And she said, My son is blurred out. Do you want the effing police case number? And then someone responded and said, yes. You know. She said, the photo of the police in my home is not photoshopped. The deputy was in my home. The CPS case was filed in an adjacent county last night after my live stream. I have no reason to make this crap up. I blurred the photo so you cannot see my son. Now, you guys, here's the rest, like unblurred, and she cropped it. But I'm telling you, that looks like a pillow right here to the couch that matches the couch. That looks like a pillow. This is a blanket, and I don't know how that could be her son right there. I literally don't know how, unless he was like laying sideways and he has a green t-shirt on. I have no idea, but Sean, he did. He was able to unblur it a little bit, and it still did not look like a kid there. So I don't know. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Stop calling CPS on us and the police on us today. Oh, here she says today. So hold on. Back here, she says, the CPS case was filed in an adjacent county last night after my stream. So that was on 9/12. She said that it happened last night. Then in this one, she said, this was 9/13. She said, today, another false report of a woman claiming to have seen a video of me physically abusing my son. No such video like that exists. Y'all know y'all are lying. Y'all scream at me for doxing. No, this is doxing. This is me being doxed. And then someone said it's not even her county patch. The first two are different. The third pic matches the middle, lies again. So, that's not the patch from her county. Let me see. Hold on. So, and then, hold on. Okay. And then the person looked up all the patches for the surrounding area, and none of them match, apparently. Wait, this one does. Wait, that's the exact one, I think. Wright County. Hold on. Yeah, Wright County. I had to have read that wrong because the person said I looked up all the surrounding and none of them matched. What's Wright County? Where is Wright County, though? Here's Wright. Where is she at? I don't know where she is. I don't want to dox her. But this would be Wright County. But I don't know how close. So, yeah. It's supposed to be the sheriff's office. So, yeah, there's all that. Trying to get back over here to you guys. Hold on. So I don't know one way or the other, is it possible that the cops came for some other reason and she decided to take a picture and put it out there and say that someone accused her of abuse? It's possible. Is it possible that I don't know why you guys got to do that. Is it possible that someone did come, it came, I guess, whatever. Hold on one second. I can't. How could I get a strike? What do you mean? I said I don't agree with it. That's the thing is I don't know if you've heard me, but I've said before, like I don't agree with people going real life. Like for me, it would take a lot for like me as a person, just me. If I was watching something, it would take a lot for me to ever do something like that. I don't agree with it. I wouldn't want it done to me. I don't agree with people harassing or attacking people. And I think my people know that. And, I do sometimes in my videos say, do not send hate. Do not send hate to anyone that is mentioned in this video. And I guess I need to say that. Do not send hate to anyone mentioned in this video. And I mean that. If you guys, follow me and you guys enjoy my channel, do not go attack or send Katie hate just because your chat people are getting doxxed. Huh? She could have been making a report on someone and took that picture to play victim. No reason for YouTubers to be calling anyone. Her neighbors will do it. Just leave well enough alone so y'all don't end up in a lawsuit. Yes. So, thank you, Angel. Yeah, I really feel like for the most part, like it's a kind community, and then we have some people that just like go overboard with it, and then it gives everybody like a bad name, unfortunately. But I'm tired. It's 11 o'clock. I've been uploading a video. My Team Mom recap has been uploading since before I got on this live, and it is at 48%. So there's that. It's a 30-minute video, so it's probably going to take another 2 hours. If you guys don't mind, make sure y'all give me a thumbs up. That would really help. Also, watch my videos. My views went up like really high yesterday, and now they're coming back down. And I'm like, no. So I recorded like 5 videos today. I don't know why you would put it out there if somebody calls CPS on you. Yeah. Also, I want to do a video where I can just like catch up with you guys because so much has been going on lately. Like Paris, she can't dance right now. She got a messed up leg. I had a blowout. She had a blowout. Why did you stop doing Jersey Shore? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while. I need to watch it and start covering Jersey Shore again. Yeah, I need to. I don't know of any abandoned places, but I'm sure there's some around here. But yeah, that would be cool. But I have so much stuff that's been going on lately that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Really, that Trisha Paytas video done really well. Like, it's the reason I got so many views. That Trisha Paytas video. I think I put it up. Let me see. Like right after she posted them on her Twitter. I put them up. Like I saw them and I was like, oh, she's gonna make her Twitter private. I just know it. And nobody's going to have these. So I screen recorded them and I put out a video. And that was on the 12th. And it has 70,000 views right now, which is really good. Because like the other videos that I put out on the 12th have like 9,000, 14,000. On the 10th, 6,000, 10,000. So 70,000 is really good, which is great. Yes, Tamara, do that. That helps me out so much. I appreciate it. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate it. And getting views like that, obviously, that's what it was. Okay. I wanted to see that. then it tells YouTube that your channel is well received, and they'll push your other content out there. So let me do that. I wanted to show you guys that. And then I have to go. I'm so sleepy. So tomorrow I will be working on the Mary Brown response to KJ. Also, I have a video coming out about Josh Duggar, another video about Britney Spears, Michaela Atkins from Unexpected. I have another video coming out about her. Let me send this to my email so I can show you guys this, because this is pretty wild. Not even gonna lie. Oh, Mysterious Tea. Mysterious Tea, I want to say used to be in my chat a good bit. If I'm not mistaken, my mods can tell me for sure. But Mysterious Tea, I think, used to be like in my channel a good bit. And I've been watching her videos a lot. She really blew up with this Trisha Paytas stuff. It was like, I'm so happy for that channel. So here is the same cop standing in front of Chase Chrisley. So funny. So obviously, it just goes to show you like how easy it could be for somebody to just place this cop there. Right? It's easy because clearly we know this cop was not in Chase Chrisley's house. So there's that. And a lot of other people did that as well. I saw this picture. I saw this cop in everybody's house on Twitter almost. All the other pages that like talk about KJ, and like cover her stuff, they posted him in their house as well. Yeah, same cop. So anyways, I'm so exhausted. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to do a live tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to because you guys, I'm just so exhausted. I'm not even going to lie. I may do a short version video about what Todd said. Or I actually may just like screen record it and then put it up because I know a lot of people just like to hear exactly what he said and they don't like to hear all this other jibber jabber. So I may do that. But yeah, be on the lookout for more videos tonight and tomorrow. If you guys get bored, listen to my videos. It helps a lot. I appreciate it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys. Oh, and thank you all for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. We had at one point like almost 500 people in the chat. So I appreciate that on your way out. Give it a thumbs up. And until tomorrow, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.